Hey, what up, y'all, man? We're on aisle 6. I got my boy D Stunna in here. He on the aisle, man, for the first time. Drove an hour away. I just want to say I appreciate you coming, man. Tell us how you feeling.
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I appreciate you for having me, my boy.
Man, yes, sir. Anytime, man. We still early on, man, so you like probably the fourth one-on-one interview that I'm doing in this room, man. So, again, I just want to say appreciate it. It's going good, man. How you feeling though, man? What you working on? What's going on?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I've been doing a lot of work, working with a lot of different people, just trying to build connections and long-term relationships, man. That's real important for me.
That's the main thing. So, man, before we get into all that, man, I just want to, for those who don't know D Stunna, man, I just want you to give us an introduction of you, like where you from, how long you been doing the music. So we just go start off like that, all right?
All right, for sure.
Yeah, man. D Stunna, man. So where you from? Tell us where you from.
I'm actually from Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah.
And you just, how long have you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville for, let me think. It's probably been it's been a while now, maybe like 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I got here through the military. I was in the Army, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. That's what got me to Tennessee side, because that's the borderline of Clarksville, Tennessee. And I heard all the music and stuff like that was in Nashville, so I was like, hey, I got to go out there and check it out.
For sure, man. So how's the music scene in Virginia? Like, was you rocking with the music in Virginia as well?
I mean, we got legends.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, we got legends, you know what I'm saying? Timberland, we got Missy Elliott, we got, you know what I mean? Like, we got Chris Brown,
Trey Songz,
you feel me? So I definitely, Pharrell, I don't even want to miss nobody. Like, I got inspired from music. I remember when I was a toddler, bro, in daycare, which is crazy, like seeing videos of Missy Elliott on the TV. So I know, like, my inspiration came from that.
Missy Elliott for sure, legend. Pharrell, legend. Chris Brown, legend.
Bro, Timberland,
legend. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. So
it's crazy.
Those kind of names you think of Virginia, you just like, damn, they sure is from Virginia. Like those names you just said, like, damn, they sure is. So what age did you get into the music, man? I know you said you remember being in daycare.
I actually started doing music when I was 12 years old. I used to take pieces of paper and write down lyrics from old mixtapes my big brother gave me, Tupac, Eminem, Biggie Smalls, and I would take those to school and I would rap them, and they would think that was my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But, eventually I was like, I might as well go on and make my own songs. So I started writing my own songs at 12 years old.
That's usually how it is, man, because it's like you take those lyrics and kind of switch a word or two, try to make it more personal. And then, you go to school, they don't know that song, so they thinking you know how to rap the whole time. It's somebody else shit. I swear to God, I remember doing the same thing, so that's dope, man.
And I used to take out the cuss words, because even to this day, I don't cuss in any of my music. It come from a place right there where it's like I made all the dirty songs clean, and it just sounded better to me. And I feel like even now, like the music I make, you wouldn't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? So It's a dope thing.
I didn't even notice it though, man.
It's crazy.
That's crazy you said that, because we're in 2024. Everybody, everything is rah this, rah that. Come do this, come do that. Like, so I definitely salute you on that, man.
That just ain't D Stunna, man. That's all it is.
You wouldn't even notice until you said it.
Yeah.
So how was your upbringing, man? I hear you say you don't cuss in the music. Like, how was your upbringing? Like, do you feel more confident playing your music around like your family and friend, or like your moms and stuff like that?
Yeah. My upbringing, obviously I came up in the church. That's another inspirational thing. My mom put me in the choir. I wanted to quit after the first day. Let's just go on and throw that out there. But I love the church. I remember, like I said, the first song that we made, my brothers inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just seeing their reaction where they like, oh, like, this is, hey, you got a little something, that kind of inspired me to keep going. My parents, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the people around me just inspired me to keep going. And I take in everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like anything that will help to get me to where I'm trying to get to. And
sure.
I'm inspiration, bro. Inspiration, looking at the people above me, you know what I'm saying? And shit, bringing up the people that's below me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear a lot of people say, man, they got a lot of inspiration from church. I hear you say you was in the choir. Why did you want to quit the first day you was in the choir? Too much structure?
Yeah, I guess too much structure. Yeah, it's too much structure. You don't get to sing the songs you want to sing, you know what I'm saying? Like they got this certain, but you don't really understand as a kid. You don't understand like what they're teaching you. You don't understand like, hey, you got to sing it this way. Like, you know, you like, hey, I'm not going to that high note, bro. That's for the girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just things like that, bro. Like that's still like made me like later on I understood what was going on.
Yeah. So did you end up staying in the choir?
Nah, I'm actually not a singer at all, for real.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you actually quit after the first day?
Nah, I ain't quit after maybe the first couple weeks I quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better than the first day, man. You stuck it out.
Yeah,
You gave it a chance.
I tried, man.
Hell yeah, man. So going from the choir in church, you said some people that you came up around did music as well. I hear you mentioned your brother.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So that was a big influence.
Yeah. My twin brother, we actually in a group as well as our independent, career paths, Stonerville. Everything that I just said, like that was, we twins, identical twins, same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Same thing. Yeah, it's crazy. We started it together, and that's what like, we pushed each other. Just imagine that. You got somebody that's like just like you that you can compete everything with, and it just take you to like, you got to push harder. Oh, I got to make a harder verse. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you got that your whole entire life.
The competition.
So
is he still doing the music as well?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
Okay.
He's actually working with a big label right now. I don't want to say their name, but
yeah.
He's working with a pretty big label out there and doing shows, everything. So he's actually going to be, we got a show coming up. He going to be on stage with me. So it's going to be crazy.
For sure, man. That's dope. I always wonder how it is having an identical twin. How is having an identical twin? That's crazy.
Man, people ask that all the time, bro. Like it's a fun thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just having like a homeboy 24/7. You know what I mean? Like that's literally how you got to think of it. A homeboy 24/7. You fight all this, but at the end of the day, y'all still homeboys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like obviously, it's other stuff people want to ask and things like that, but.
Oh God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? But just overall, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy right there. End of the day, you know what I mean?
Sure, man. Shout him out. What's his name again?
King Pharaoh.
King Pharaoh.
Yes, sir. Shout out my boy.
The name sound familiar, man.
For real?
King Pharaoh. The name sound familiar. For sure. I'm going to have to tap into him. You got to send me his information, man. Shout out King Pharaoh. Yep. So is he in Nashville a lot?
He's been out here a lot. He's been out here a few times, but he just recently moved to Atlanta because the music
where it's
scene in
at.
Atlanta.
That's where it's
you
at.
Feel me? So he there making a name for himself, and I'm out here in Nashville, trying to make a name for myself. You feel me?
For sure, man. Respect to that. So I want to ask you another question, man. You a busy guy. From us setting this up, I could tell you like busy. So I'm like, it made me tap into more of what you got going on. I see you got stuff with Bree. You doing shows. You got a lot of content. You came in here with your cameraman.
Yeah.
So I see you working, man. Like where did you get that drive from? Like, what's motivating Stunna?
So I could start it from the first time that I thought of, like, what is my real goal, right? Like, what's a realistic goal? Something that can actually happen. Right, something that can actually bring, and I was like, okay, what can I do? And I'm like, all right, well, how about this? I'm gonna do a show every month, at least one, every month. I started last December. I performed at Old Buttons. He's in Murfreesboro. Sky Deck on Broadway. I performed other shows in Murfreesboro, Spring Hill. I just every month, and it just started growing and growing and growing. I'm like, wait a minute. If I can do this, I can do other things. Mm-hmm. If I actually just sit down, write down these goals and actually like execute the goals, why wouldn't it be successful? So from there, it started off with the performances, then it started going into, all right, I'm seeing other artists here. Okay, well, let me chop it up with these artists, you know what I'm saying? Like network, which is what we're supposed to do when we at the shows anyway.
Yeah.
As I network, I start oh, he knows this person and he knows that person. Boom, it puts me in the right rooms. The radio stations, these are people that just always around, and it's just like, okay, let me just connect. You feel me? Let me connect. Let's set something up. Let's, build relationships, and that's what got me here, bro, honestly. And now it's like, you start realizing like, man, you can manage yourself if you know what I mean? Like you can really manage yourself if you really just sit down, obviously stay organized. That's the most important thing. Get a calendar and put the stuff down on the calendar. Look at your calendar as soon as you wake up every day, but just continuously going hard, bro, because the more you do this, the more you realize it's less about the music.
All about networking, like you said.
Right. It's less about the music and it's more about the business. Without the business, how can you be heard?
We're going to get back to networking, man. I want to touch on something because I talk about that a lot too. I'm a big advocate for that. Like actually writing down your goals, seeing your goals. It's like it's a difference than just putting it in your phone or just trying to remember it. Because you go forget something. I feel like, man, when you write it down and actually see yourself checking it off, it do something to your brain. It do something to you, man. Then you just, next thing you know, you just checking this off, like you said. So that's been a big help for you, huh?
Yeah, it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Like the whole entire process is fun, just thinking about what you have coming up, right? A show or interview, radio station, like the whole process of like thinking about, oh, this is happening. Then once you get there, you like, man, it's over, right? Mm-hmm. I got to do something else. And you just keep doing that over and over, and it gets you so much ahead. I mean, like it's you skipping the line, man. I'm telling you, skipping the line.
Literally, bro. I'm a big advocate for that. So we did talk about networking in the business, how it's just like literally 10% music. Mm-hmm. Rest of it is networking in business. How big are you on networking in the whole business side, man? Like, what can you tell the people that's watching right now how important networking is?
So I'll say this, right? Honestly, I'm an introverted person. I know a lot of people say that, right? A lot of people, everybody want to be introverted, stuff like that. Yeah. I'm really a person that really in high school I didn't really talk much. Like I'm more on the quiet side. If you know me, you know me. If not, it's like you just see me from a distance. But I had to learn, man, like you gotta step out of that. You gotta put on a different hat, right? And that's what's gonna make you like, it's like you gotta give yourself another personality almost. And you gotta make that personality social, to other people and stuff like that. Even like besides other artists. Like for example, when I do shows, I stay at the entire show the whole entire time. Even after, I just sit and chill and talk to people. It's super important because it's like, and it's important being real about that. Giving them your real personality because that's what they want to know. Besides the music, bro, it's like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? And you could, fake it till you make it, but eventually people gonna be able to tell, man. Yeah. Like, so it's just like, that's super important for people to like know who I really am. And look, if you like who I am, cool. If you don't, cool. But it's like, it's more so about me giving you the real me, and how can I do that if I'm not being social? Facts.
And even with the whole, doing that at the live shows and stuff like that too. But even like making it go over to social media, man, if like, we was talking about it earlier, how music it's a full-time job. It's like everybody got to be content creators these days. And I always say, man, even just getting on your stories or just Instagram and being you, showing them your personality. Because once somebody buy into you, it's like they'll support everything else you do, bro, because they feel like they know you. Facts. Like still not giving them too much, but showing them the real Stunna, like, you feel me? So I feel like that's dope.
There's a lot of people faking it, man.
There's a lot of people faking it, bro. When you meet them, you like, man.
But you could tell.
It's not you.
You could tell, man. You could just feel it. You could feel it, Like, for me, I want people to feel comfortable. I don't want nobody to feel uncomfortable around me, especially if I'm like not that type of person. Like I'm a person that's just like you. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just like you. I'm just like, I'm just trying cool vibes, good energy, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How can you get that if you're not giving that,
Facts. So. Facts, man. Definitely hit a Scorpio in you. I'm like, man,
see what I'm saying?
Hey, Scorpio connection, goddamn. For those who don't know, man, his birthday November 1st, mine November 5th. When he told me that, I'm like, God damn.
Scorpio gang.
Crazy, man. Happy belated birthday.
Hey, man. Same to you, my boy.
Man, appreciate it, man. What you do for it?
Chill with my girl.
Just
what I'm saying? Chill with my girl. We actually went to Gatlinburg.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like to get out and just try new things. If
Different
if you got a chance, man, just get out the house and get out of the state a little bit. You know, Gatlinburg, that's what, 3-4 hours, you know what I'm saying? And just vibe out, man, check the scenery and just meditate, you know, relax, you know.
You sound just like me, man. I was like, you don't have to always be out the country and stuff like that. Just different stuff, man. There's so much dope stuff. So I hear you talked about going to like different radio stations. Like, what's some radio stations you've been to? How was that?
All right, so Streets 993, Christine B, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie right there. That was great, man. You know what I'm saying? Off air, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, just talking about it. She know a lot, man. She know a lot of stuff that's like, that I learned from, you know what I mean? Like engineer stuff, all that. So I rock with her heavy, Nashville. The other one I just did was in Orlando. It's in Orlando. It's funny because I can't remember the name of it, man. There's been so many different things I've been doing. I'm sorry, but I know bro was from Norfolk, Virginia. He called in from a 757 number because I had to do it. Obviously, I was in Nashville and they was in Orlando. But bro, like he tapped into like not just the music side, but like the engineer side. By the way, I have a bachelor's degree in audio engineering. So he tried to tap into that a little bit, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's dope too. But yeah, just being able to like try to see every side of the person that you're talking to and not just, okay, you know, you just coming in, we only talking about this. I felt like that was dope, you know?
Yeah. Streets 993, Christine. I haven't met Christine, but I do know C-Dub. That's my guy.
Okay, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
That's the guy over Streets 993.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's some cool people. There's some cool people. I definitely see the work, man. Shout out Streets 993.
Big shout out. Big shout out.
You said Orlando, Florida. I feel like it's dope, man, that he hit you up. And did he know you at all? Like,
nah, he just was like, bro, I see you. And I just, like I said earlier, you know, about being comfortable. Bro just made me completely comfortable over the phone, you know? And it's just like, that set the tone right there when he was like, oh, you from Shark City? That's what we call Norfolk, Virginia. Oh, okay. I'm like, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? And from there, it was just a cool vibe. I wish I was there, man. I wish I was there to do the interview.
But see, the door always open there. You got the connection out there in Florida, so
yes, sir.
Networking, like you said, just keep building on that relationship. You never know where that'll go.
Yeah.
You got the Atlanta connection with your brother. You go down there and get some work in.
Oh, you know it.
Those connections, bro. Those connections.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's crazy you say engineering because I was go get to that as well. That was really well, of course you play with the music as like younger as well, but like engineering was like your way into the door for real, right?
Yeah, you said it. You hit it right on the nose, man. The way into the door, man. Because boy, is it hard to get in that door. You know, I started engineering 10th grade. There was this guy. He go by Lamont. That's his name is Lamont. He go by Czar Nicholas. He was in my history class. I don't know how I found this, but I was just at night listening to music on YouTube, and I saw some dudes from the neighborhood, and I'm like, yo, and I noticed his name up there. I was like, yo, he been telling me he did the engineer thing, and I found out he engineered those songs. So from there, you know, I was like, the next day in class, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm trying to record, you know what I'm saying? And he's just like, all right, cool, pull up to the crib. So me and my twin brother, we walked over there. And that was actually one of our first recorded songs. And from there, we were like, damn, we got to learn, like, what is he doing to make the song sound like that? So over time, he was just teaching us stuff piece by piece. And then my brother really tapped into it heavy before I did. Yeah. He was the type where he's just throwing stuff around because he trying to learn his patience. And I'm like, I'm playing the game, looking over like, hey, man, you can have that, you know? And that's how it was. And over time, you know, I had to learn it. And, you know, we ended up splitting up, him going one place for the military, me going to another place for the military. And it got to a point where he was like, you got to learn this, bro. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, he's like, go on and get the equipment you need. And boom. So I start recording myself. in the military, and people start hearing the songs, and other artists start being like, we want to sound like that.
Yeah.
And from there, it just kept going.
Yeah, man. I feel like that's dope, man. I feel like the producers, even the videographers these days, the producers, the engineers, the videographers, I feel like they getting a lot of light shined on them these days.
Yeah.
And because, you know, growing up, bro, all we know is
The artists.
play basketball, the rappers, and that's all we know.
Yeah.
But it's like showing them, man, y'all could do other stuff and still be in those doors, still be considered, you know, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you got to use other stuff to get to the other thing.
Kanye, prime example.
Exactly.
Prime example. He was making beats, and you know, that was his way in to being like, all right, if I make you this beat, hey, let me get a verse. You know what I mean? Let me get on the verse.
Yeah.
So hey, that's how it was, man. I definitely understand that. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get in the door. You know. And who says you? They say you can't do a lot of things at one time. No, don't believe that. It's just when you do this, put that hat on. When you do this, put that hat on. I learned that from Drummer Boy. Told me that.
Yeah.
Drummer Boy told me that. He's like, hey, when you're having a tough time with a bunch of different, it's just a different hat that you got to put on, but you got to know when to take the other one off. You know, it's crazy.
Don't let nobody box you in, man. I'm right here interviewing D Stunna on a Sunday. He the superstar right now. You did? Yes, sir, man. Again, appreciate you for coming. I want to keep talking to you, man. I want to keep talking to you. Let's take a break right quick, and we're going to get right back into it. Al 6, y'all don't go nowhere. Like, share, subscribe. We'll be right back with D Stunna, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what up, y'all, man? We back on the Al. Got my boy D Stunna right here.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for not going nowhere. Thank y'all for sticking around. It's a dope cat right here, man. It's a dope cat. He got plenty of stories. We finna get right back into it, man. You still feeling good? You still feeling?
Yes, sir, man.
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of vibes here, man. Great energy, bro.
Al
Great
6,
energy.
man. We got everything you need on Al 6. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, man. So we talked about a lot of stuff, the engineering, the radio stations. You've been from Virginia. The legendary people from Virginia. We can touch more on that if you want to.
Yeah.
But right now you in Nashville, Tennessee, man. You say you've been working with a lot of Nashville people. Like, what's some noticeable names in Nashville? I hear you talk about 2 Live Bree. That's my guy.
Yeah. I've worked with 2 Live Bree. I'm gonna just tap into how that happened. We had a show at Skydeck on Broadway. A bunch of artists came through, and I met his godbrother, Deuces. So we, developed a good relationship. But the way that happened, after the performance, we just chopped it up, showing much love to each other. And from there, he was like, yeah, 2 Live Bree? And I was like, yeah, I've heard of him. And he was like, yeah, that's my godbrother. And I'm like, okay, cool. We should all get in the studio, And I really think he thought I was just, joking around, whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. After that, I'm like, all right, I need to get the studio booked, get the engineer, all that. So I made sure I got all that straight, hit him up, and then I hit up Bree too. And Bree, responded. I'm like, okay, cool, So I can see he's down. Deuces is down. Deuces is actually in Cincinnati. So he's not even out here, Cincinnati, Ohio. So he drove, which I rock with him because he drove all the way down just to get that that show done, and he still got in the studio. So the day we had the studio, he pulled up first. They heard what I laid down. He was rocking with it. He put his verse up there, and Bree pulled up. Bree was rocking with it. Wrote his verse and quick, got up in there, laid down a fire verse. You feel me? And we kind of kicked it around a little bit, and that was that, man. That developed a good relationship between the 3 of us.
For sure. I hear a lot of those stories, man, how Bree is always ready to work. He just super solid guy. So definitely putting Nashville in a good light, Bree. Bree, if you watching this shit, what up, boy? You dig? D Stunna right here on the aisle with 6, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes, sir. So Deuces, Cincinnati, Ohio. That's the Cincinnati, Ohio connect right there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
speaking of that, me and my camera guy, a couple weeks ago, we drove down to Cincinnati to show love to Bree, not show love to Deuces. Deuces had a show out there, and it was at the Madison Theater. It's actually the Borderline, so it was Covington, Covington, Kentucky, and Cincinnati, Ohio. And Deuces showed me around everything, like just good vibes. I saw him perform. He let me go up there to perform the song we have with Bree. And it was just good vibes, you know, me showing love. Cause I'm like, bro, like you drive all the way to Nashville. I'm gonna show you, bro. Like I'll just drive out there just to show love, you feel me? And it was just good vibes, bro.
That's solid. That ain't no short ass drive. That's like 6-7 hours, right?
Yeah. But we had a good time, man. It was a good time. I bought some hats out there. I forgot the hat store, bro, but I bought some hats out there. It's on my hat. It's a fire hat too.
Yeah, big hat guy.
Yeah, heavy into the hats, bro. It's crazy, man. Honestly.
Shout out Deucey, shout out 2 Live Bree. I heard you say you got an engineer, so when you record, you don't like record yourself? Or you just like to be in artist? You like to be in strictly artist mode? Yeah,
obviously I could do that, but I choose not to you know, not wear 2 hats at one time. I'd rather wear just one at a time, and it helps me to tap into just Stunna as an artist. As an engineer, it's like sometimes that can be a distraction because all you hearing is, man, like what are those mouth clicks I'm hearing, or you know that frequency is a little too sharp, you know, and I, you know, it just take you out of the mode. I'd rather just be an artist, man. I'd rather be an artist. I'm an artist first anyway, you know, so that's super important. But yeah, man, like Illinois, Press Play Studios, that's my guy right there. Whenever it come down to like, okay, I need somebody else to just do that for me, and that's my guy, bro. Shout out Illinois, man.
Yeah, where is he at?
He's in Nashville. He works at Top Track Studios, so he works at Top Track Studios. Press Play Studios is his LLC and his label. Okay. But Top Track Studios is where he works at. That's where I've been recording a lot of my music from.
Okay, I don't think I heard of it. Top Track. Where is that located? I know you say Nashville. Located? Like, is it close to downtown? Or?
How far is that from downtown? It's not far from downtown.
Probably about a good 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's why all the studios located for real.
Yeah. It's a real fire spot, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check it out. Sound good.
Quality is A1. They got everything you need in there. They got everything, the plug-ins in the computer or the outboard gear, whatever you want. They got the boards, they got all the instruments, they got grand pianos in there, bro. It's a vibe, bro. Yeah. It's really a vibe. That's where we recorded the song with Deuces and 2 Live Bree. That's where we all recorded. We got footage, all that. You can see all the whole vibe in there.
Now, have y'all dropped that song yet?
Nah, this is unreleased. This only happened like, I want to be wrong, but like maybe a couple months ago. Not even.
Okay.
Not even. It was like 1 month ago. So we still, you know, putting together the plan on
the whole
that.
Plan.
But obviously that's gonna be a crazy one.
That's gonna be dope, man. How was it like performing at the Sky Deck downtown?
Man, the Sky Deck is a super dope spot to perform. It's a huge stage. Just building. The first time I came there, I knew that I just wanted to talk to everybody in there. The first time that I went to Sky Deck, I talked to Young Gray. I talked to the DJ. I talked to the engineers. I talked to everybody, and everybody was like super welcoming. And that's one thing that I really like about that. They got quality there. I mean, like, you go up the stairs and get on that stage, you see everything they working with on the side. So they got everything you need as an artist to make your performance as good as possible. Yeah,
because they said Sky Deck been there. Like, I didn't even know that. I thought it was like a brand new like space, but they said it been there. They just
I didn't even know that.
They kind of get into the whole rap side and stuff like that. So I think that's super dope. Shout out Sky Deck downtown. I'm gonna have to go, man. I haven't been down there yet.
Yeah, they do it every
Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Yep. You plan on performing again down there?
Oh yeah, I'm probably. Actually, yeah, I am planning to perform there. I'll just say this: the ending of this month. I'll just say that. Okay. The ending of this month.
Yeah, let me know. That might be the time I pull up, man. Stunna, Sky Deck.
I need you there, 615.
Man, let me know, bro. Like I said, I got time. I got nothing but time now. I ain't doing nothing.
For sure.
If I ain't got my daughter, man, I'm working.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. You got kids?
Nah, I don't have. I got a niece. I actually got 2 nieces and a nephew. That's it. That's what I got.
You got pets?
Those are my kids right now. Nah,
Oh, you
Ain't got
good.
no pets, yeah.
You good. You want kids?
Eventually I want kids. But right now,
Just
you know
wait.
what I'm saying? We got the ball rolling, so we gotta get that straight first.
That kid definitely slow that ball down, goddamn it. Wait as long as you can. It's a good thing, man, but just focus on the whole goal, the big picture right now.
Most definitely.
Hey, yeah, man. So if you can go back and maybe tell your younger self something, what would it be? What would D Stunna tell Daniel?
Honestly,
you know I know your real name. Yeah.
Nah, honestly, I wouldn't say nothing different, man, because the way that I grew up, it seemed like it all happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I grew up really just my mom, you feel me? So it's like a lot of the stuff, you know, you got to learn how to be a man in this world, you feel me? And I feel like if a lot of the stuff didn't happen the way it happened, I don't know who I would be.
Facts.
You feel me? But it made me a lot stronger. It made me start figuring out what I wanted and not what was like, you should do this, you should do that. Nah, I like figured it out myself.
Facts.
And really, like, I truly feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I just feel it, bro. It's just, you know, some about the, you know, the energy you get from it. You can just tell when you're in the right place at the right time.
You can just tell, man. You can just tell. So you feel like right now you like living in your purpose?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like sometimes it's hard to believe, but you believe it so much that it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, it's what you do with that gift. You know what I mean? Like you can't just not use the gift that God gave you. You know what I mean? Like you have no choice. This is your purpose.
Facts.
You know?
Speak on confidence, man, because I talk to a lot of people about this as well. Sometimes, like when you're chasing a dream or when you're going after a big goal, we talked about you writing goals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Speak about confidence and how sometimes when you're chasing a dream or a big goal, you got to be a little bit delusional. You got to be. Do you agree with that or?
Man, it's funny. I was just talking about this on my last radio interview. And actually, I was just talking to a friend about this. You got to be obsessed. You got to be obsessed with this. This is not for the weak. You got to believe in this to the point like nobody else understands what you believe in. And that's what's going to be the difference maker. That's what's going to get you ahead. Mm-hmm. And really, it's one lane. You in your own lane. There's other lanes, but you got your own individual lane. Just be crazy in that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be crazy in that lane. Let it happen, right? If everybody else say, I don't know what you got going on, let it happen. Mm-hmm. You got to be obsessed with this. You got to be every day. You got to be thinking of ideas. How to get better. You know, and execute the ideas, man. That's what it comes down to. As far as the confidence go, there was a point in time where I wasn't so confident. Right before I understood the assignment. 2020, obviously, we're not gonna get into that. That was just a year. We'll say that was a year, but I'm sitting in the car talking to. I'm about to quit. I'm about to give up. I'm not getting what I feel like I deserve. I feel like people ain't really, you know. And the moment I said that, that's why I say I believe that I'm doing I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. The moment I said that, somebody called me and they were like, yo, that album you just dropped, pure fire. It's not about the fact that they called me and said that. It's about the timing that they did, because this was the first time out of my mouth that I said I'm going to give up. And in that moment, somebody called me and said, yo, that album you just dropped is crazy. It's not like I talk to that dude on a regular basis, you know? And I'm just like, whoa, all right, slow your roll there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? This is the process. This is how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start from the ground to get to the roof, bro. Like,
facts.
I was performing in front of nobody. Literally. Just recently, I have a homeboy that sent me a video of me performing in front of nobody. That video is so old. But it's like, that's what this comes, that's the process, man.
It's practice. It's just like shooting in the gym. You got to keep taking those shots, bro. Keep taking those shots. Those times when ain't nobody in the crowd, that's the time to miss. That's the time to miss. Mess up, try new shit, because it's just you in there. You feel me? Man, it's just you in there.
You shoot till you make and you shoot till you miss.
But like you said, that call that you got when you was about ready to give up,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a sign from God. And when you go into those situations, you're like, man, God, if this for me, give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Like, I'm letting you grab the wheel, drive me, take me. But man, if this for me, just give me a sign, man. Let me know I'm doing the right thing. And that was clearly a sign right there, bro.
Clear as
And look
day.
at you now. Like, you going to radio stations, you moving. It's going to take time. It ain't going to happen overnight, but you going in the right direction, bro. And like you said, when you know you're doing the right thing, you can feel it. It's something about it. You could just feel it. Like, nah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And like you said, we ain't looking for outside validation. Of course, like, we want people to like our music and stuff like that. But like, I feel like once you get to a place where you like, man, I like this song. I like this song. Like, that's what's gonna make you even want to push it even harder, or that's what's gonna make you want to just work for it even harder, bro. Because you're doing it for you now.
I'm telling you, man. That's real. That's real. Hey, you said it all, man. You hit it right on the nose, man. Yeah.
We definitely all been in that space, though, was like where we ready to give up. So for those who probably in that space right now looking at this video, Stunna, back to 2020 when you was ready to give up, what advice would you give to somebody right now who's about, like, man, I'm done with music. I'm just finna give up. Ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody booking me. I don't feel like no labels is go sign me, or I don't feel like I'm getting better. Like, what advice would you give him?
I would just say, bro, like, it's crazy because it's like you should go through that process. You should let all the anger and frustration out. But once it's out, get back to work. Get back to work. Once you got all that out your system, get back to work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a process. Everybody, I would say most people probably went through that same process.
Everybody been through that.
And it's either you either stop or you keep going, and then you start seeing something change. But you always hit that one point where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, do I need to just get this 9 to 5 or?
Yeah.
And it's the people that continue going, man. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just different. You got so many different stories on all these different platforms. Like, you got the top people with social media actually telling you the game. You got everything you need right in your phone. Like, really study, do your history, you know, like, know your history, watch these documentaries, I'm really like saying stuff that's like, I do this. I wouldn't say nothing that I don't do.
YouTube and documentaries, that's all I do, bro.
Facts.
I don't even watch TV. So
Facts.
You saying YouTube, that's YouTube University. Like you said, you can go to YouTube and learn anything you want to. It's crazy.
There's really no excuse.
You got a crazy advantage, bro.
No excuse.
Yeah.
You got all the tools you need. You know what I'm saying? They telling you like, yo, Kai Cenat, he's telling you he was doing this when everybody else was going to the clubs. He was out there working, doing videos, rushing to class. Yo,
that's motivation.
Once you get that frustration and that anger out, get back to work. Yeah. That's what I would tell him.
That's motivation, man. That's motivation. And it wouldn't even feel good if you made it and haven't been through nothing. You got no foundation, bro. Soon as something happens, you gonna be ready to crumble and give up at the top.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if you've been through stuff on your way to the top, you know how to handle stuff. You know how to respond to stuff. So when you at the top, when stuff happens, it's gonna be like what they call this, like a fly on your shoulder. Knock it right off. You did.
And that's a good thing too. When you finally get to your destination that you're trying to get to, you're not gonna forget about like that process that got you there. You know, that makes you more real. You know, like, I feel like there's a difference between somebody getting it handed to them and somebody that actually worked for it. When you work for it, you understand the other people that are trying to get to where you are and work to get there. It's a difference between working and, oh, I want this handed to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to work, even myself, I say it right here. Like, if somebody else, I see them working just as like how I'm working, I'll help you in any way I can to get you wherever you're trying to get to. Because I can see you got that work ethic in you. You know what I'm saying?
If you're just looking for a handout,
no. No, sir.
You ain't got no work ethic or nothing.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just because you put in too much time, you know, and you sacrifice too much time, you know, and it's just like, for somebody to like, nah, bro, like, come on, let's work together. Like, you feel me? Yeah. But you already got to have it. Everybody just ain't got it.
Everybody ain't got it. Everybody ain't got it. Stunna definitely got it, y'all. Stunna definitely got it. Hey, yeah, man. So what you got coming up? Like, what's in the plans for 2025? We in December. Crazy thing is, it's actually December 1st.
Yeah.
December 1st, man. Your birthday was a month ago, right? November 1st. Literally a month ago. We right here December 1st.
Yeah.
One more month in this year, then we into 2025, man.
Yeah.
What you got planned for 2025?
I got a lot planned, man. It's crazy because some of it I don't want to, like marketing, big marketing plans, big marketing deals. Obviously, we got these songs that we dropping. I've been working with my boy A West.
A West, my boy.
A West. We got 2 songs we got together that we trying to figure out, time frames. But we know 2025 is, we ready. Obviously, we already talked about Deuces and 2 Live Bree. Yeah. I got 2 solos by Northside 2 Times, the producer. He's signed to Drummer Boy. So that's a big producer, fire, real cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and him got a real dope relationship. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. A lot of big shows. I just booked something with TV, but I ain't gonna.
Yeah, we can keep all the big stuff. Yeah, like we just gonna surprise them with that.
We're gonna surprise y'all with that. But I got a lot in the play. The band, like I said, big shout out to my band. They're gonna be at the show. Y'all gonna get to know them, each and every one of them. JT, Quentin, Brandon, Danny. You feel me? Like, hey, we locked in. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about what's the next thing, what's the next idea, and how we execute it.
For sure. How you go about performing with a live band? Like, do you just sing them the songs and then they just?
That's a good question because the whole process has been a learning experience for me because I did not know nothing about any of that.
Yeah.
But they taught me. You feel me? So basically, yeah, you send them the song, right? From there, they all kind of find their feel. Honestly, we met. I did a Facebook post on a Nashville
marketplace.
It's basically like Nashville musicians Facebook page.
Oh, I got you.
I made a post up there like, hey, I'm looking for a band. And mad people just commented. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, if y'all serious, hit me up. From there, people that was serious, we got into a group chat. I booked the rehearsal room in Nashville for us to start the first rehearsal. So we did everything within the first rehearsal. And they pretty much taught me everything from there. Like in that room, they got everything you need in there, like all the stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. They were like, all right, let's just find a feel. They found a feel off rip and you record while you're there. And you got all of the tracks that they recorded within like a SD card.
Got you.
And, they don't forget it because we recorded it. So they continuously go over it. And then after that, really the guy that does this, the engineer that does this, he makes a performance version where he keeps the metronome going and each person plays their thing and they just stay with the click track in their ear.
So after that rehearsal, each one left with their own separate track of their instrument.
Yep. Yeah.
They just went over it at the house.
Yep. And you just practice it at home. But I actually have a rehearsal today. We've done 4 rehearsals for the show we have coming up. That's all you really need, you know what I'm saying? Because within that rehearsal, you got like 3-4 hours of just same songs. And you just like pretty much just learning it and just bring your own like life to it. Because it's not the same as the original songs.
Oh, that band, that's what I was going to tell you, man. That band hit different, bro. I performed with a band like once or twice, but that band hit different, bro.
It's not even the same as the original song. Like
it give you more feel. It's more, especially if it's like a soulful song or it just give it more feel, especially when you hear those guitars, those pianos. Man, it make you want to cry on stage. Yeah. Like, damn, it kind of make you feel like, damn, I'm doing this right now. Like, it's crazy.
You in a whole nother world there.
Whole nother world, bro. Make you never want to perform without a band again, huh?
And I think it's dope to have like a bunch of individual people that have a passion for different things, right? It's one thing for, let's say 5 rap artists, 5 y'all doing the same thing, So sometimes it's like, okay, it's competitive, which is a good thing in certain cases. But when you got a band, the guitar player is just trying to play the guitar the best way he can. The piano player, I'm trying to play this the best way I can.
Hey, yeah, man, we back on the ID Stunna right here.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
we had camera troubles. We still trying to figure it out. I6. We 8 months in, man, but we appreciate y'all rocking with us. But yeah, man, back to what we were saying, like the live band, it make you kind of be like, man, I never want to perform without a live band again. So even you just taking that step, even admitting that you didn't know what you was doing, but you took that step and said, man, I'm gonna get a band. Like that's a big step, bro.
Yeah, I knew because one of my goals right now is that I want to be able to make money off of my music.
Yeah.
Right. I want that to be what's financing my crib, what's financing my car. I want that to. So I'm like, okay, well, shit, how can I make this happen? Yeah. Realistically, you know, all of the goals have been like realistic goals. And I'm like, okay, the way to make that happen is get a band. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you're going to get the bigger shows. You know what I'm saying? People want to see live entertainment. And they're going to pay for live entertainment.
It kind of show people as well, like, it's a serious artist right here as well. Instead of you just performing over like an MP3 track. Man, let's touch back onto that band situation, man. I just want to say I salute you for even taking that jump out and say, man, I'm going to go try to find a band, because a lot of artists, they never even take that step to go perform with a band. So definitely salute to you on that, man. Show people that you serious about what you do. You're willing to invest in yourself. And like you said, people want to see live bands. What you got to say on that?
Yeah, like I said, man, people want to pay for live entertainment. I actually started off with just obviously I started off with just the MP3, and then I noticed everybody else was doing that. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to do something different. I need to learn these songs for real. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me learn the songs, take out the verses. Obviously, since I'm an engineer, I can take out the verses, leave the hooks, leave the backgrounds, and boom. And I'm like, okay, even that's dope. But I'm like, how could I take this a step further? Because even this is like, I bought an auto-tune box that I bring to pretty much all of my shows.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, if I want to do a little bit more melody and stuff like that, now I'm sounding way different from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like they seeing me with the auto-tune, boom. And that's something I really did my research on, because these top shows, top artists, they got all that. So I'm like, well, how can I do that on my scale? Figured it out. You know what I'm saying? That's if you know, you know. But, you know, after that, I was like, okay, well, now I got this. How do I get some money? We need a band, you know?
Yeah.
We need a band because people are going to pay for live entertainment. No more backtracks. No more backtracks. We got the piano right here. We got the drummer right here. We got the bass player right here. We got it all live.
Yeah.
You feel me? It just hit different.
Hit way different. Here you say about that auto-tune box, man. Is that something super expensive?
No, it's not. Just probably like 200, maybe like 270, maybe 250. And then, you know, the one that I got, you can't find it like in stores. You're gonna have to like really dig through. You have to really dig through to find somebody that has it and don't want it anymore or something like that. But it's definitely worth it.
Is that something like you just put the key on and?
Yep, that's it. You just
connect it to the microphone, or
how is so that? It's a box. I actually got it with me, but it's a box. On one, it's a mono. Mono will be plugging into the speakers. In this case, it will be the mic. Wherever the mic is, if you go to a show and you want to have a quick setup, they already gonna give you a mic, right? That's already probably plugged into their system. Take that mic, plug it into where the box is, where it says mono, which is speakers.
Gotcha.
Plug that into the speakers, and then there's another port where it says mic.
Gotcha.
Plug your mic into there. Boom, you ready to go.
Crazy. Technology these days is crazy.
It's crazy.
Like you said, man, those top performers, Travis Scott, Lil Baby, even the top singers in the world use it, bro.
Yeah.
He's just
Giveon, like, come on now.
He's giving y'all a game, man. So I'm gonna have to play this back and hear what the fuck he said, cause that's out my league right now. Plug into the mono box, and so so I'm gonna have to go into that and check that out, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get you right, man. I'm gonna help you out with that. You know
For sure. D Stunna, man. Make sure y'all check out his music. 2025, more live shows, more connecting, more traveling, more success, more wins, more everything, man. D Stunna, you got anything you got to say to him before we get up out of here, bro?
Man, all I got to say is I got a lot coming. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right now, y'all can follow me on Instagram, D_Stunna_official. That's D_Stunna_official. Look at the link in my bios to all my other pages, my EPK, brand new drops. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to have his Instagram right there in the corner, man. So make sure y'all follow him, tap in with him, see what he got going, man. He working. We right here on the aisle. We got everything you need on aisle 6, man. D Stunna, aisle 6, 615 exclusive. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.